This YouTube short hit 8.7 million views in a week, plus earned me $123. And it's not because of luck, it's because how the script is written. The problem is most creators think that shorts go viral because of the editing, but that's far from the truth. 90% of the retention comes from the script. So that's why by the end of this video, you will understand the 3-step script formula that leads to all my shorts getting viral. I use this formula to gain millions of views across both of my shorts channels. And this is what the formula looks like. It's very simple. It's a 3-step formula: hook, retain, reward. And I'm going to go in depth on each point. So for the hook, you want to start off with a bold statement. You want to start off with something that catches a viewer's attention. This could basically be anything. It's not really about what you write in the script, it's more about how fast you deliver it and how much information you can give them in the first 3 seconds of the video. So a good way to deliver information is going straight into the topic of the video. All you need is a strong statement. A lot of good words to use in the beginning of your hook is you. Because if you say you, you're basically targeting your viewer. You're saying like, you need to know this, or you didn't know. So that's why the next one is you probably didn't know. This is also a very good hook because most people are like, oh, I wonder if I know this. So they're going to stay. Also, another good hook is only 1% of people know this. Because if you say this in the intro of your video, a lot of people are going to be like, yo, I'm going to stay because I want to see if I know this. Because I want to see if I'm like that 1%, that special group. And honestly, there's a lot more hooks. You just have to kind of sit down, kind of just think what really relates to your content and really try to hook your viewers straight into your video. And the best way to do this is just to spit the main topic of your video at them without revealing it and try to bring up a question. If you can do this in the first 3 seconds of your video, then the next part will be easy, and that is retain. What I like to do is use the word because as my first word in the retain. So retain is kind of like the story of the video. This is like the storyline. This should basically what the hook should do is make you want to hear the story. And then what the story should do is just keep your curiosity good enough so then the reward will pay off. So here's how I keep my viewers retained. I start off with because. So let's say I say, you probably didn't know. Let's say you probably didn't know this about bodybuilders. And then I go straight into because when they lift this much weight, they can blah, blah, blah. All right. That's basically it. And then right after you say because, this works for every single one. Look, only 1% of people can actually do this, or only 1% of people actually know this. Because if you didn't know, this guy from China knows how to solve a Rubik's. Okay, whatever. You get the point. You want to always start the retain story part with because. And this is good because you're just giving them more information about the story without revealing too much. You're kind of answering their question of the intro. The hook should always ask a question, and then the retain should lead up to the answer, and the reward should be the final answer. So after you say because, so the next sentence you want to either start with but or then. All right. So you say because he is the strongest person in the world and they lift this much weight in the gym. And then but will be like the plot twist of the story. But he couldn't handle this weight and he ended up breaking his leg. Something like that, all right? So but should now be the plot twist of the story. Because whenever a viewer hears the word but, they're getting ready for a plot twist. Because but is like the word that basically brings the plot twist of the story. So this is such a powerful word. You should use it. Then is kind of like just preceding the story. This one's also a good one. You don't have to use then. And then after that, you should use the word so. So like after you say, but he lifted so much weight that he broke his leg. So now you can continue the story because so is like the kind of resolve the issue of but. So after so, you say like, so he went to the hospital to get an x-ray and blah, blah, blah. And then the end, you want to reward them. So you reward them with a CTA, okay? Or you can reward them with an interesting fact about this video that you promised from the intro. But what I like doing is a call to action. So this is something like, what was your favorite part about this? Okay, call to action is basically asking the viewer to either subscribe, comment, or like. So easy way to do this is like, Subscribe if you think you are stronger than this dude, all right? At the end, you just want to do a call to action. And here's one of my videos that I used this formula. And as you can see, it started off with a 200% retention and it ended off with all the viewers staying on here. What this means is the video is 19 seconds long and the average view duration is 24 seconds, which means people rewatch the video. And that led to this video getting 6.1 million views. And this is the exact script I used for it. And I will break down the script writing formula I used for it. Hey guys, I just want to say, if you're not using stimulants like caffeine or even gum while you're working on YouTube, then you're missing out big time. Because most of the time when I'm working on YouTube, I'm drinking like 2 or 3 of these a day. It's gone so far that my mom thinks I'm crazy and that I'm on. Anyways, guys, I'm getting backtracked off the main point of this. If you want to succeed in YouTube, you need some sort of type of stimulant. If that's either caffeine or I always chew mint gum. Guys, by the way, this is not sponsored, but I love this mint gum. It holds flavor really long. But yeah, guys, make sure when you're starting a YouTube channel or any type of online business, always drink caffeine, always have gum, and then you just want to stay locked in, okay? I know this sounds dumb, but you want to do it, okay? Now let's just get into the video, guys. All right, I'm going to break down the script for this video that got me 6 million views. So, as you can see, I started with it being this. This is the hook. This is why girls and boys should never fight. So this is kind of like a strong statement. People are wondering now, why should they never fight? Now they have a question here. Their brain is like, why should they never fight? Now they're wondering. So now you answer it with because, all right? Like I said before, because is the first word you want to use. So now I say, because this boy found himself in one of the toughest situations of his life. See? And then, right after that, I go to but, which I said earlier. But he did something crazy that made the girl lose the fight. So I didn't really need to use the word so, because but was already kind of like the, right here, this was the plot twist. He did something crazy, but now this answers for but. So that made the girl lose the fight. So now we don't need to resolve it with so, because this is the first half. This brings up the question, and then this answers the question. So we don't need so after this, because so would answer the question. But this is kind of like split in half, I guess. This would be the question, this would be the answer. And then at the end, this is the call to action. Do you think this is allowed? Now people are going to be in the comments, yeah, probably. This will basically tell people to comment. You're not asking, comment if you think this is allowed. Say, do you think this is allowed? Just ask the viewer directly, and they're going to comment. And that's basically it. So hook, retain, and then reward, which is call to action. That's all you need to do. It's that simple. By the way, guys, if you found me helpful, I do have a course. It's only $8, no pressure, but I do host monthly cash competitions starting November 1st. And I do weekly Q&A calls with my community. I answer all their questions they have about their YouTube channels, and I give them all the sauce. Also, there's a lot more to this, so make sure you guys join. It's only $8, no pressure, and that's it. Peace out, guys.